ears are so uncomfortable right now.
How do you think my whole head fits?
I can't even see, guys.
I'm glad I went with the more comfortable costume.
I'm just feeling around right now.
See, mine's just a helmet and an axe. I would go shirtless, but you can't.
Oh, how does this look?
You can't go shirtless, you just can't present nipple.
Yeah.
So just angle your camera a little bit more up.
I ain't changing. I'm too far deep in what I'm at.
Does this look okay, guys?
I've seen it. It looks beautiful.
Do I look like a spooky ghost?
Oh man.
Dude, I can't get my...
You didn't even cut eye holes.
What eye holes? I'm a ghost. I don't need eye holes. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I can barely see like colored outlines of stuff right now. And my glasses, I can tell, are like getting fogged up.
Just take your glasses off.
I'm not taking my glasses off. That's half the charm. Right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
You're the Charlie Brown of ghosts.
What do you
rock?
What do you mean? But it looks okay.
That looks fucking good. That looks fucking funny as hell.
I was thinking we could all be these, but you didn't want to. How great would it have been? Just three fucking sheep. I don't want to be a maid, man.
I would have been a maid.
We should have worked better. No, just none of the maid costumes fit what I was wanting. I wanted to look like a slut.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think our costumes that we all have fit us pretty well. Not gonna lie.
So it's Halloween, guys. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And our costumes. I'm a ghost, obviously.
Are you Dovahkiin or are you just a Viking?
I kind of like Dovahkiin more, but it was supposed to be a Viking. It's actually, it's a homemade helmet. I bought these horns on eBay, and then my buddy made this helmet. So
no, that's support local.
Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
I'm Ash Ketchum, but instead of a Pikachu joining me, I have a little Espeon.
Yeah, can Pokemon defeat an axe? It's fake,
no.
fake. See how it wiggles and jiggles?
Yeah, it's fake, Twitch. It's fake. Like my titties.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you talking about? You're a ghost. You miss your titties. No.
All right. Hold on. Boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a question for you both. All right. Since it's Halloween. It's Halloween. All right. What's the most spookiest thing? Paranormal, cryptid, ghost, whatever alien story you have that it has actually happened to you.
Bigfoot ate my ass.
Dude, that's
Noah. Calm down.
Yeah, jeez.
I couldn't help it.
He's fucking coming axis swinging. No, because I remember a few weeks ago, I believe you when I was like listening in, James, you had a very strong opinion / statement when I was like kind of fuck with it about like paranormal ghosts being just like the borderlines of like the parallel world.
Oh yeah, sort of like how it's because ley lines are a thing, right? And the ley lines are supposed to be between our world and the spirit world. But with kind of my beliefs and how it all works out, I'm like, I don't really think there's a spirit world. I think it all really makes more sense to think the vibrational energies are just kind of like crossing over, you know?
No, and I think it's way fucking cooler. Like, obviously, ghosts are cool. Me and my dad have gone to actual ghost hunting, like, programs, I guess you can call, or, you know, tourist attractions. Because me and him went to Gettysburg a couple of years ago, and for my birthday, my mom got us tickets, and basically they had this like paranormal crew where like for like $60, really cheap, I think, relatively. But you go in, and then they give you, 2 hours, and they let you borrow equipment. So like obviously you don't have to provide your own.
Like the EMF things?
Spirit boxes, EMF,
okay.
like a little light grid. If you ever played Phasmophobia,
no.
a lot of those tools in that game are like legit tools used in everyday ghost hunt, like
everyday ghost, the typical thing.
Yeah, like if I could make my day job fucking like Zach Bagans and I'm just ghost hunting every day, so be it. That's a fucking wicked ass profession.
You just gotta win the lottery, dude. Start up your own company.
There's a lot of cool guys on TikTok too who do ghost hunting like live, like feeds.
Live?
Yeah, they do TikTok lives and they'll do ghost hunting on there. Shout out.
Interesting.
This is gonna be a promotional, but the one I really like is Eric Paranormal, and he also has a YouTube channel. But every once in a while I'll just be scrolling and then he'll be like in some high school, like an abandoned high school, and then they're like catch some like evidence or whatever people believe. If you're a Unsolved or Watcher fan, you're a Shaniac or a Bugara.
What?
Whether you believe or don't. It's if you do believe or you don't. Like the Bugaras believe in ghosts. Shaniac, Shane is like the kind of like in your position where he just doesn't see like it being.
I gotcha.
Be real. But so basically we went to this like house, which in Gettysburg Civil War, it was a field hospital. And they gave us like the whole history, and it was like there's a lady, who passed away in the house. And we've had a lot, through this group and this tour of like people, solving the mystery, and then they kind of like, did the deep dive into it. And so I call it like ghost hunting Clue. Like they give you like set prompts, like figure out how old she was, what her name was, where she died, how she died. And it kind of just like for you being a beginner entry, these are questions that you would want to ask a ghost.
Gotcha.
Like, what is your name? How old are you? It's like
things you'd want to ask me.
Yeah, like
because I'm a ghost.
Can you say my name back? Yeah. Can you say my name back? Hi, my name is Ethan. Can you say my name back to me? And so, like I'll get my little ghost hunting kits on the shelf back there. But basically, me and my dad, some things are like outdated now in a sense, like in the community of things. Like they make these things called dowsing rods, and they're like two copper wires, and you hold them, and basically you do like the Charlie challenge, and then they'll cross or they'll like pull away from each other. And those have kind of fallen.
Well, because they don't do anything. Like, have you?
But they're also easily to be debunked by the person holding them.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what it was, but there was I think it was a TV show where this dude was basically talking to I don't know what to call it, like mystical people, right? Anybody who claims they have paranormal, like mediums, stuff like that. Yeah. And they had a challenge where you could win, I think it was $1 million if you could prove that like you did it, and through like scientific ways, where they would sit there and they'd say like, okay, we put all these things in these brown bags or boxes that you can't see into. You have your dowsing rods. Now you're gonna do what you have to do to find the specific thing, and like if you don't, and I think they gave him even a couple of tries. They were like, keep trying, and it's like the dude couldn't find it because there were like 8 boxes. But the whole premise of it is that it should be pointing you directly to like what you're looking for. So it should be very easily like provable that, oh yeah, these really work. So at the very least, the person who is claiming to be like the medium, obviously it wasn't legitimate, or at least wasn't using the dowsing rods in a way that was real. Because if you could use them in a real way, I get it. I understand how it works.
Their original intention is like water flow or something.
Yeah,
like that it's like piping.
It wasn't for
ghost hunting equipment is like electronic based. Yeah, like dowsing rods are like, oh yeah, no, you can tell where a pipe full of water is when these get close. And so like there's also like other things too. Like I'm not one of those people who are gonna be like, oh, ghosts are real because I saw one. Like I can like point out and be like, pick out discrepancies of things, or the things where I'm like, oh, that might be something.
Yeah.
Because like one of my favorite tools. So my dad likes the dowsing rods, but he was using a lot of them. And so the dowsing rods will come up here in a second. But we were playing with them earlier, and so we were like, take Todd here is holding 2, sticks. Push them away further for no, bring them together if you want to say yes. And so we finally made our way to the attic, and we were asking, the questions that we were, going through every room of like, who's in here with us? What's your name? Yada, yada, yada. And so one of my favorite tools is known as a spirit box, and it's a little radio that switches through channels, very like radio channels.
Yeah.
And Ghost can use that to like use the words from the radios to pull out words. And so I was like, did you die in here? And, it's like, did you pass away? And the box said, yes. And then as it said yes, my dad's little rods crossed over.
My goodness.
Like, so a double confirmation of yes. And then we were like, all right. And we tried to get the names, and like we didn't get the name or the age. We got like the wrong number. Like we were told like 27, like the girl. And then so like they eventually like went over and was like, oh yeah, and her name was like Susie Q. She was 29 years old. She hung herself in the attic because her husband left her for another woman during the war, like World War One.
Jeez.
Fun fact.
So
James was actually hired on to be the actor of the ghost there. As you can tell, that's his real form that we're looking at right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like when I stepped off screen, it was to take off my like human suit. Yeah, so that I could be fully
invisible force. Mm-hmm. Nobody's underneath that actually.
No,
like,
that's why he has such a hot take on the parallel worlds. He's actually from a different reality.
Yeah, exactly. And I come from the ethereal plane, but you guys, for us, it's just home.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, like you call your place Earth to us. You're just a group of goopy weirdos, because you just got a ton of goop all over you and inside of you.
Take that back.
We're just ethereal,
I'm just a skeleton piloting a meat suit.
Exactly. You guys are gross.
Yeah. I'm just a crane guy controlling it.
In my world, we're just energy, I had to put a sheet on just so you could see my like outline of the energy.
Just my form, my truth.
Exactly.
That's it.
But then back in the attic though, we also asked, it's like, do you want us to leave? And we got a very verbal yes. But then also we had a EVP, like a little voice recorder, and there was a whisper on that said, "Get out."
Okay.
Ooh.
And then like we're like we didn't hear that until after, like, like after we were gone and all that other stuff. But we heard a kick. We thought it was a ghost, but it was the other, like another like family or another group within the house.
Okay.
Coming upstairs to the attic. So we're like,
yeah, wouldn't that be great? Why don't we do that? Why don't we start up a company for ghost hunting, right? But we have things in place to cause these spooks,
my man
right?
Travis.
Like it's all fake.
So you want to be ghost hunters with I'm sure they faked a lot of their shit. There was an episode of Ghost Hunters like a long time ago where they were like this restaurant, but they had like things built into the mirror in the bathroom that were like, it was like an open, it was like a two-way mirror.
Okay.
But they put it in the bathroom, but the way the mirror would face was the other way. So when you turned the light on a certain way, they had like an animatronic or like a sculpture or a face on the other side of the glass. So anytime somebody would like turn the light off, there's like, I've seen demons, I've seen faces in the mirror.
Wait, so the restaurant faked it, or
the restaurant was faking it, and they called them like, yo, we have so much activity, and it's like they ended up like debunking like everything in that whole establishment as being like intentionally to like, this place is haunted.
Well, like that's what I would like to do. So just like that, yeah, I would like to create a place where it's like a haunted house. But it's one of those things where you make it seem so legitimate. So people will show up. You'll give them these, like, the spirit boxes, but we control it. So then it's just, like, different things where it goes, like, I don't know. It does creepy stuff, right? And then we time it with everything and make the lights flicker and stuff. Like
a haunted house. Yeah, no, I like that.
I think that'd be a really cool, like, because I feel like haunted houses or whatever, but like the new age haunted house, I think, would be more like that, where you feel like you're in a legitimate haunted house. No haunted VR.
Like a slow burn.
A slow burn, yeah. Like things to make you afraid to sleep at night, not just like a jump scare.
Spooky man.
Spooky man, you've got unpaid parking tickets. Spooky man. She doesn't love you.
Oh my god.
She might not actually love you. Ah, she says she does.
Stop!
She only said yes for your money.
Oh. No, like
thing of all.
So Spooky Man is one of the greatest creations we've come up with. The idea is that it's mildly concerning stuff that actually would like spook an adult.
That builds up.
So it's like there's something wrong with your car, but they won't find it in an inspection. And it's like Spooky Man. No. Yeah, so you're just sitting there like worried the whole time, like, wait, is there something wrong with my car? Wait, how do I find it out?
And he just keeps appearing. He keeps appearing, making the food on your plate too much, and then you start getting overwhelmed.
No. He shows up and he goes, oh my god. No, but Spooky Man will just appear behind you and be like, that milk's a little off. It might be bad, but you don't know. Spooky Man.
Give it a taste. Give it a taste.
But I just opened it yesterday.
Yeah, but it could be bad. Ooh.
It reminds me of Kermit, mixed with Miss Piggy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's a Muppet of a fucking character.
Yeah, he is.
Like every time I see it, it's just Kermit and fucking James's Halloween costume.
Oh
where,
my
like,
god.
That's Spooky Man, and then like also what's the other? It's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, your food's too cold. Oh, now it's too hot.
Oh no! Spooky Man, get out of here!
I think my favorite one though is where he's like, you have unpaid parking tickets that you're not aware of. Spooky Man. Because then it's like, oh god, do I? Wait, what?
You never paid that toll.
You've got a warrant out for your arrest in another state. But which one? Spooky Man!
Spooky Man's getting too scary now.
Right? You're like, there's 59 other states.
Go to jail, boy.
Oh
no.
And then you just hear a knock on the door and you're
like, you get too paranoid. It's just your mom dropping off soup.
Yeah.
They're here for my arrest.
And then you get the soup and it's like, your mom put medication in your soup. She's trying to dull you. Ha! Spooky Man. And you're like, did she? Did she put medication in here? Did she put Ritalin? Is she trying to drug me?
Into the Spooky Man.
Was it a laxative?
Your coworkers don't really like you. They just act like they do. Spooky Man.
Promotion.
Hold on. Who created Spooky Man?
It was a combination between like me and Ethan. Like most of our bits, yeah.
We were drunk at a bar.
You created such a dangerous being.
Dude.
What a horror of an entity. Like a real cosmic horror.
No, Spooky Man.
But like Spooky Man isn't inherently scary. He just looks like a completely like his whole appearance is just not non-threatening and not scary. He will like knock on your door gently and go like, "Hey, can I come in? Hey." He opens up a little bit.
It's like a vampire.
Yeah.
And then he just never leaves.
Yeah. Come on in, little guy. Oh, well, thanks. Oh, your doormat's a little dirty. It'd be a shame if it stayed that way forever.
Spooky Man!
They let you in. You go like, "Hey, you know, the previous owners of this house probably have a copy of the key. They could always come in. Spooky Man." And it's like, oh jeez, oh no.
Spooky Man, you need to stop talking before I start laying the beat down.
Oh no, Parm's meowing at me. I might have issues.
Your toilet's a little crooked. That might cause water damage.
See, here's the thing. That right there you just said, my toilet's a little crooked, so now I'm afraid.
Exactly. That's the point of Spooky Man.
Spooky Man, he's just adding more and more, and I don't appreciate it.
So you've got actual scary stuff, and the scary stuff is for like children, where Spooky Man is the scary stuff for an adult. The legit adult scary stuff, where it's like unpaid parking tickets, warrants out for your arrest, someone having a key to your house, you forgetting to turn off the oven when you left the house.
What if the kid's not mine?
That kind of stuff, yeah.
Your email being part of a fucking data leak.
Oh, yeah. There was a data leak on one of the sites you're on. Well, which one?
Now you have to change 17 passwords.
Spooky Man. Oh, it can't be the same as a previous password.
Oh my god, I had that password for like 7 years, Spooky Man. I'm not a big fan of this Spooky Man.
Parm. I don't think Parm knows where I am. He can hear me, but he's looking for me, but he can't see me. So he's just screaming right now.
True ghost, like I said.
Yeah.
Cats can see into the ethereal plane. That is a common fact.
Yeah.
Is it because you're not in your ethereal plane that he can't see you?
I can't. I don't know where he is. I'm trying to get.
He's behind you.
He's behind me? Right here, bud.
Behind you.
Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is.
Oh, I hit my camera.
I just have to like calm him down.
It's okay. I'm here, son. While he calms him down, my ghost story is cool. But
dude,
other than Spooky Man, are there any other things that you have seen in your life?
Like real? Like something I've actually seen?
Or yeah.
Like real spooky events.
You've seen Spooky Man in real life, you just never know.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's in all of us.
Scary story.
There's a little bit of
ghost in town.
There's a Spooky Man inside of all of us. Yeah.
Spooky Man's just anxiety. He's like the Babadook.
Yeah, he's the Babadook. But instead of being creepy and scary, he's just really approachable. He just gives you really uncomfortable vibes, you know?
Yeah. A really derpy ghost.
Okay, Parm. Are you gonna let me pick you up?
We need to find a fucking artist to just give us some fan art for
of Spooky Man?
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty good, yeah.
Dude, Spooky Man, that's your new name, James.
No, I'm not Spooky Man. Spooky Man is a character, just like, what were some of the other characters we came up with in our bit?
Spooky Man is really the only one who survived the fire and flame.
Yeah, Spooky Man is great. There were other ones, like I know there's like Bouncing Brook, a big bouncing brook.
Big bouncing brook, big bouncing brook bounced on a big bus.
Yeah, something like that. A big bear bus, something like that. I have it saved somewhere.
And then there was also the fucking Italian mafia who owns a pizza shop. And when you order a pizza, you have to say it's like I'd like a large pepperoni by midnight. It's like, who we whacking?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
We whacking?
Who we whacking? Who we whacking?
They're gonna go and whack somebody because you killed it's the code word the triggers the winner soldier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, could I get like no cheese, no sauce, pepperoni and sausage pizza? Oh, you want the special? Okay. We gotcha. What's the address?
What's the address?
What's the address? And it's like, what do you? Oh, you give them your address? the mafia just shows up.
What's the name for the order? Wink.
You're like, James? You're like, gotcha. He'll be taken care of by midnight. And it's like, what? What? I want my pizza now. Oh, that'll be an upcharge.
How much?
Deeper. Stop.
It's like, all right, well, I guess I can wait. All right. Here's a knock on the door. James sends his regards. What?
but I'm James. You hired us to kill you?
Likely story.
I like the idea too. Could I get a deep dish? How deep you want? 6 feet? 12 feet? You want us to put a dead raccoon?
Yeah. Oh my god.
You gotta do that, right? When you bury a body, like you put like a foot or two underneath, like a dead animal, and then when the dogs find it, they'll stop searching because they'll say, "Oh, we found what the dogs were alerted by." I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I mean,
isn't it above it a couple feet?
Yeah. So you like bury it like 6-7 feet down, right?
It did say below.
Oh, I did say. That's my bad.
Yeah. There's a dead body.
Where's my raccoon? The dog keeps barking at it. Like, keep digging deeper. There's more bodies.
Oh, it's just a dead raccoon. This isn't what we're looking for.
No, they dig through the dead body so they can find the raccoon.
Harm.
Where's my raccoon?
Ew!
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if there's just like a family of raccoon mafia members?
I saw a raccoon the other night for the first time in the wild.
Oh, really?
What?
I
really hit
scared. Well, see,
I don't
feel
like that.
It's different. I feel like you're in a motor vehicle, you're protected.
But I've seen so many raccoons because of like me living in the country, and then possums too.
I've seen possums. I've seen a shit ton of possums in my life. For whatever reason, possums and I are tight. But like this was like the first time I saw a raccoon. I thought it was a cat at first, and I like shined my flashlight at it, and I saw its little mask, and it was on my neighbor's back porch, and I was like, I want to go up to it, but I'm walking my dog, and if he gets attacked, I ain't defending him. So I was like, let's just go, and I'll come back out if I need to. And I never did. But I was like, it was for my dog's sake. It was for Frank's sake.
Oh, Frank. So, sorry, I feel like we got super off topic. What was like a real thing that you've seen, Noah, that was spooky?
Okay. Be ready, because this is
Oh, we gotta.
This gives me chills.
Okay.
Still.
I'll get prepped.
All right, good. So.
I don't know why that was so fucking funny to me.
Okay, I'll get prepped. Man,
just the massive white sheet just going really close to the camera. Right back down. Fucking powerful.
That's it. James, I'm coming for you.
You know,
I'm gonna order a deep dish pizza, 12 feet.
Oh
12 feet deep at midnight.
Okay, all right.
Pizza Hut, because nobody out pizzas the Hut. Remember that.
Oh,
go on.
I love the idea though, the mafia using that as their slogan. Hey, no one out pizzas the Hut.
Exactly. Who wronged Pizza the Hut? I don't know. It was in Spaceballs.
That wasn't Spaceball. Well, he ate himself because he got locked in his limo.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Such a good movie, dude.
It is hilarious.
Is that a Christmas movie?
It's not a Christmas movie. It's Pizza the Hut.
Any movie can be a Christmas movie.
Any movie can be a Halloween movie if you think hard enough.
Wrong. Incorrect.
Shut up. Okay.
Wow.
Here's the true scary story that I have that I've witnessed firsthand in my life.
Okay.
So, I get these night terror things. It's kind of like sleep paralysis, but instead I can get up and I can move around like I fought something while in this state.
Are you moving like in real life, or are you just still in your bed?
No, I was
Get me snapped.
yeah, that's me. But like, no, I've had a person at the end of my bed, like standing there like a shadowy figure, and I got up and I tried fighting this person that wasn't there, and then I turned on the light and nothing was there. So I'd get these a good amount of times, and I used to share my room with my brother. And one night, I was like, something feels off. Josh, I need you to sleep in the same bed as me. You can get the corner, your own everyone's
like a dog.
blanket.
He's like curled up at the corner of your bed.
You would sleep at my
Well,
feet.
no. Here's the thing. The corner was everyone's safe spot. Everyone loves sleeping up against the corner. Like when you have your bed up into a corner, you feel
safe. Yeah. True.
So
the wall.
I was sleeping. Yeah, the wall. Yeah. Well, we had it so where like the corner of the room was where our bed was. So
yeah,
you were
same.
safe at two.
The safety corner.
Yeah, exactly. Like right there. The safety corner's right there. But so that's what he wanted. So I gave him the safety corner, and we went to bed, and I woke up around the same time I always did, which was like 1 or 2. And I look in the corner, and there's this man with this mask on his face, like a paintball looking mask, kind of like I don't know how to really explain it, but you got your goggles and your like face mask right here. And I was about to turn on the light because I was like, "Oh, this is normal," but I was like, "No, this is time. Like this is time for me to see if this was real or not, or if I'm going crazy."
Was it your
So I wake up
brother?
my brother. No. I wake him up. I was like, I point in the corner of the room, and he looks, and I look at him, and he's just staring there, like just frozen. And I go, I'm gonna turn on the light. If anyone's over there, get ready to fight. And so I turn on the light. Thing was gone. We both looked at each other, didn't say a word. We had the light back on, and eventually we went back to bed. We were hiding under our blankets. The next morning, I go to him and I go, "Hey, did you see anything last night? Like maybe he was like sleep, like looking, like half asleep." He goes, "Yeah, I saw a man in the corner with a mask on, crouched." And I was just like, I didn't even have to explain it to him or anything. He explained exactly what I saw, and we moved out of that house. And now the people who are living there we're friends with, and they're having like weird encounters and stuff. So it was pretty spooky, and like it's still stuck in my brain. I can see it. Like if I was able to draw, I could draw it, and just to show everyone what I saw.
You guys want to have a ghost hunting episode?
Oh,
No, dude.
No, dude. I know there's a park near my house where my buddy's dad actually used to go ghost hunt there, and he has this picture of this like being in that area, and like they had a picture of it, and I was just like, dude, that's amazing. I gotta go. I never went.
So my issue is, as much as I don't necessarily believe in the ghosts and stuff, the moment I'm in a situation and I see something spooky like that, my mind will race. Like I will instantly be like believing in it.
Fucking fun of it though.
No.
Panic of like, oh, there's nothing here, and then you hear a little voice saying, "Hello."
You sprint out of there like, ah!
A very like well-mannered ghost. Hello. How are you today?
Good day.
Yes,
sir.
my name is Eric. My name is Eric. I am 19 years old. I hung myself because my wife left me for another man in the war.
And then holding his hand is Spooky Man.
I found Spooky Man. We fell in love.
In the end, it was Spooky Man's fault.
I want you to be my husband.
In the end, it was Spooky Man manipulating him.
He's got to be super monotone though. Like, I would love to marry you.
I am infatuated.
With Spooky
My
Man.
heart yearns for love.
I have never been so excited in my life.
Can't you see my smile?
And then he smiles, and it's the scariest smile you have ever seen. It's like the most well-mannered ghost, but the moment he tries to express any form of emotion, it comes out as a terrifying horror image. It'd be so good.
Ethan's got it.
At my old house too. The house is old as fuck. It was built in like 1890.
Okay.
My mom's house in Kaz. Old as fuck, and there are some creaky, rickety floorboards that when you step on it, you cannot help but squeak it. And certain weight limits, even my dog would squeak it, because he's just, that's how it was. It's not Frank. We're not talking this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Frank.
No. My dog is like a Chihuahua, so he's like a fucking paperweight compared to Frank. Well, I guess paperweights are heavy, but I remember waking up one night and kind of in a similar feeling of like I had my back to the windows because my bed was in the same.
Oh, you felt like you're being watched?
I literally felt like somebody was staring at me in my bed.
Dude, it's such a real feeling. Like,
and then my door was closed. My dog was not in my room, and I heard my floorboards go, and that was it. I heard them squeak, and it's not like even if you're standing still on it and you're kind of just swaying back and forth, which is what it felt like because like this, like being in your room, your floorboard sounds, and like being in so like the idea of somebody just kind of sitting there just going. And like that's what it felt like, and I woke up and I was like, I looked over and I couldn't there was a part of me that didn't want to roll over and look because I was afraid of what I would see, but I eventually did. There was like nothing there.
Your curiosity gets the best of you when it comes to.
Curiosity killed my cat, but I looked over and obviously there was nothing there, and I was like, my immediate thought was, oh, Banks is in here, my dog, and the door was closed. And I'm like looking over and like. I'm alone.
Dude, it's terrifying. Like that feeling is such a real feeling, dude.
But there's also such a fun rush in being scared.
Oh no, 100%.
I might be a psychopath, but like I went to a haunted haunted hayride / like haunted house thing on Friday. And I like it's been so long since I went, but it's like me and Courtney were just talking about it. It's like the adrenaline that I get from getting scared is such a fun high for me.
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
I am, but when it comes to certain things, I am a fucking baby.
So you won't go like skydiving or bungee jumping?
I would love to go skydiving because if one wrong thing, I'm done. I mean, that's it. It can't really.
No, you're like, I would love to go skydiving. Can we do it without a parachute? Yeah. Is that a possible?
Can we do it with one really big bungee cord?
So you're telling me if I cut this one cord, we won't have a parachute? All right, I'll keep that in mind.
But like cliff diving, no. The idea of cliff diving.
What is cliff diving?
It's when you basically have a giant a cliff and there's the water and people will jump off the cliff and like land in 60 to 80 feet like.
Oh.
My biggest one of my bigger the reason I would never want to do it is my luck, I would hit a rock on the way down and drown.
Yeah, I think that'd be worse because then you'd have the pain of let's say you fall wrong, you break your legs, you can't swim up unless you've been trained properly, and you're just gonna sit there and drown. That's scary. Yeah. What about
with skydiving? There's at least hopefully a professional.
Is it called base jumping? Is that what it is? Where you have the what I can't think of what it's called, but it's that thing that makes you glide. So you jump off and you kind of glide down a hole.
Paragliding or something like
that? Maybe paragliding is the thing.
Base jumping is basically the same thing of skydiving, but without
wings.
without.
Oh, you could base jump into the Grand Canyon and you would just have a parachute. Right. I got you. Yeah.
Right. So skydiving, you're literally in a plane. Base jumping, you're finding a high elevation to jump from.
Okay. Where then paragliding I think is what I was thinking of.
That's what you do behind a boat at the beach.
No, that's parasailing. No, legit. Yeah, I gotcha.
You're right.
I've gone parasailing and it is honestly super fun. Super because at first I'm I hate heights, but then I'm sitting there in there and you feel so secure and you just go up and you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. It's really nice.
Dude, see that heights are scary though. I hate heights. They're terrifying.
I think big heights, very scary. I think paragliding or parasailing, isn't scary because you're still tethered. So you feel you're just basically a kite and you go up so slowly and you're super secured. So it feels like you're being hugged while you're up there.
If you land, you only have water to really, catch your fall. but you're also not that high, really.
Yeah.
In the air.
You're like 40 feet up, maybe 40, 50 feet up. It's not that high.
And if you're landing correctly, you're just gonna dive bomb into the water.
Yeah.
Like I think I've done some pretty high jumps at like pools that have like the high dive boards.
Oh.
I've done a 30-foot jump before.
How was that?
Which horrifying, but it felt safe because I was in a controlled environment. You know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was at a public swimming pool, so if anything were to go wrong, people would be able to get me.
Whereas, well, what if the thing that went wrong was you landed on somebody?
That'd be awful.
Little Ethan torpedo coming their way.
What if the lifeguard just jumps in like, it's okay, I'm down here, go ahead and jump, and then you just take out the lifeguard, and then you're like, oh, if something goes wrong, I'll be safe, and the lifeguard's dying right next to you while you have no other lifeguards. Yeah.
Take his whistle, take his little life float, and save the lifeguard.
Oh, dude, is it like Santa rules where if you murder the lifeguard, you become the next lifeguard?
Yeah.
I love that.
That's what happened to the cast members of Baywatch.
So, what are with Halloween right now? Not close approaching. What are your favorite Halloween candies?
So let's break that down. Are we fruity people or are we chocolatey people?
I don't know. I think you're pretty fruity.
I am pretty fruity. Fruity and proud.
So Noah's chocolate.
I prefer the fruity candies.
I prefer the fruity candies.
Both. I like both.
I like both
too.
A lot. But I find myself if I were to name off my favorite candies, I think a lot more of them would be fruit-based candies, and then I have my section of chocolatey candies that I love. I love Snickers, I love Twix.
Twix is a legend. What about Kit Kat?
I like Kit Kats.
Kit Kat's good.
But I wouldn't go out of my way to buy a Kit Kat.
Oh, dude, Take 5. Take 5.
Take 5's alright.
I don't mind those either, but again, they're not in the category of if I'm at the store and I'm at the grocery store, I'm like, I could really go for a Take 5. Oh, I could really go for a Kit Kat. But I'd be like, I can go for a Twix or a Reese's cup.
Reese's isn't bad.
I slap.
I like Reese's Pieces.
Top tier's $100 grand.
100
slept on. It's slept on.
It can stay slept on.
Yeah.
What? It's a crunch bar with caramel. Dude,
it does not sound enjoyable.
It's sleeping in its deathbed and it can stay there.
Was this going to become a candy tier list?
Yeah.
You guys did that last week.
You are sleeping on. You guys are both sleeping on $100 grand.
Oh, and I will continue. Well, I wish I was sleeping on $100 grand.
Yeah, right?
Shut up! No, listen here.
I think a Payday is way better.
No!
Paydays are actually kind of great.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
What do you mean? It's peanuts, dude.
Dude, $100 grand. I'm telling you, it's so much better.
I do like $100 grand.
Keep sleeping on it because it's cheap. It's cheaper than your normal chocolate bars, and I'm proud. I'm happy.
I don't care that it's cheap. It doesn't taste as good. That's the problem.
It's slept on, dude. I'm telling you.
If I got it in my Halloween candy bag when I was a kid, it was getting pushed to the bottom.
You were gonna trade it. You were gonna trade it for something.
I would trade everything for $100 grand.
Oh, dude.
I don't. For me, my number one I do not fuck with Almond Joy.
Oh, Almond Joy's disgusting.
What about a Mounds?
Mounds are the same thing, right?
They are, but they don't have the almond.
No almond. Yeah, no. Anything coconut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like coconut either.
I'm a big fan of coconut. Not super, super crazy, but if I see it, I'm like, oh, this is a nice switch up. Because it's a totally different flavor.
I like coconut in my rum.
Okay.
Or my cream liqueurs, like Malibu, like rum. Or gummy bears. Sometimes there will be a coconut gummy.
Oh, that sounds nasty.
Well, sometimes the clear ones are that's where they get you. It's this one's kind of more yellow. What flavor is this? This isn't.
It's piss. It's
pee-pee.
Piss flavor.
Right. That's okay. But But yeah, no, I don't fuck with Mounds or Almond Joy. But my favorite, like I think go-to candy, I love. Even though I don't get the flavors I want out of them because I feel like they never give me the
Starburst?
good flavors. The double pack of Starburst specifically. You never get the red or the yellow. And those are my 2 favorite flavors.
James,
yes?
Try Mantis is asking if you can even see.
No, I can't. I'm completely blind. That's why they're taking kind of control right now. I can't see shit. So thank you. Yeah, listen, I can't read chat.
Listen here. All right.
I'm listening.
Before I have to bust out my villain mode.
What's your favorite candy? 100 grand?
Yeah, no. That's not my favorite. That's not my favorite. No, that's not my favorite. But it is slept on. My favorite. All right.
Yeah.
Now that's the time to strike. That's it. Listen here. Best candy of all. Nobody can lie or anything like that.
Nobody can lie. I like this. You can't lie. This is the best candy. No, it's not. See? You're lying.
No, it's
you
the
can't
best.
hide. You can't run.
I have never met anyone that doesn't like Laffy Taffy.
Oh, dude, Laffy Taffy's great. Banana, dude.
Okay.
Banana's the best.
No. I was gonna say
cherry is the best.
I was gonna say strawberry. You gotta go with the classic. Banana and strawberry is classic, dude.
I like cherry and I like green apple. Grape isn't bad.
Where's that too?
Grape is not bad.
I think they're all good. That's purple. The thing. They're all good.
Grape Laffy Taffy tastes more like purple than it does grape, but it is good.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing that it tastes like a color.
But
what about Pixie Sticks, dude?
Pixie Sticks, dude. I just had a Pixie Stick for the first time like a week or 2 ago since I was like a child, and I was low-key kind of scared to eat it because I don't think I ate one since I did the cinnamon challenge.
Oh shit.
Like that
Well, you're not trying to swallow the entire thing. Like, it's different than cinnamon. It actually dissolves in your mouth.
Swallow it, the whole thing.
How do you eat? Oh God, how do you eat a Pixie Stick, Ghost James?
You dump a little bit on your tongue, and then you kind of like
demonstrate it.
No, I don't have hands.
This is how I eat it. This is how.
Stop. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I need you to stop. I can assume you're making vulgar like motions.
This is how I eat it.
Oh, you eat the paper? You eat the paper?
Oh, dude, Fun Dip.
Get some paper in ya.
What about Fun Dip, dude?
Oh, Fun Dip is good.
Fun Dip is great because you got that stick that's vanilla flavored. So at the end of the day, you get to just
12-year-olds.
Fuck you.
Flavor?
Yeah.
No, it's just candy.
It's like a vanilla candy sugar thing. It does have a slight flavor.
I've never eaten the stick alone to know.
Seriously?
No, I've never.
Dude,
I've always wanted that sweet powder.
I'll finish the powder, and then I'll just like so Fun Dip and Pixie Sticks are basically the same thing. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Fun Dip just has a more fun delivery method.
Fun and dip.
So, like, what I like to do is I'll eat the entire bag thing of the powder, and then I'll just crunch down on that fucking thing. It's so good, dude. I love eating them plain.
Do you know what also is very similar to Fun Dip, though, that I liked a lot? I don't think they make them anymore. Baby Bottle Pop.
Okay, I've never had one.
That was a really good way to consume sugar powder.
See, here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of those candies, though. There's just some about them I don't like.
Your taste is just more refined, you know. You're the 100 grand man.
I'm the 100 grand.
Dude, he's like, I prefer Charleston chews. He's like, that's the adult candy.
My candies are worth it. Werther's Originals, my favorite.
Oh, you like Skittles? That's for 13-year-olds.
No, the ones we have to play with powder are for 12-year-olds. Pixie Sticks, Fun Dip, Baby Bottle Pops, lame.
Dude, what about Ring Pops?
That's for children. Ring Pops are for teenagers because that's where you can like make some good moves on ladies.
The difference is 1 year. Juicy Drop Pop.
I forgot those exist.
Dude, I like just sucking the juice out of them.
That's what she said.
Really?
Hello, my fellow youngsters. You want a Tootsie Roll?
Dude, the fruity Tootsie Rolls. Tell me they aren't the shit.
No, those are slept on.
Those are so good.
I as a kid, was like, get them away from me. I want nothing to do with them. And now, I had one for the first time as an adult, months ago. And I'm like, give me more.
Oh yeah, dude. I hate the vanilla flavor, but everything else, dude. Everything else.
Dude, the green apple one's the best.
Oh, dude, they're all great.
For the orange.
I love the what's it called? The cherry, I think.
The cherry one is good.
Yeah.
The cherry Tootsie Roll, it tastes almost identical to cherry Laffy Taffy.
Yeah. Just different texture. And I like the Tootsie Roll texture better than the Laffy Taffy texture. More chewable.
Did you guys ever have the sweet tart chewies? There were
okay. The mini sweet tart chewable ones that are balls. That is my favorite. I haven't said my favorite yet, but that is legitimately my favorite candy because it's just
that is a solid candy.
They're so small and you can pop one in your mouth and you still get so much flavor and they're chewable. They're not hard, but they got that candy coating and they're fun to hold and then you could throw them at people that you don't like.
You like to hold balls?
I love holding little balls.
Are we talking about Tic Tacs? I love getting Tic Tacs in my candy.
Tic Tacs are not candies. They're breath mints, and I hate people that just pop them like candy.
They're candies.
Dude,
I think mints are
after
candies.
you get the mint, the mint ones, if you go anywhere other than the mint Tic Tacs, that's when it's candy. Mint Tic Tacs, though, dude, they're on a whole different level, right?
They're actually really good.
I consider gum a candy.
You consider gum a candy? I don't, because it's you don't swallow it. So, I don't consider it food, because I feel like food you'd need to swallow. Where I think candy is a subset of food.
There's a calorie count on it, so ergo, it's food.
Well, because you're still consuming some of it, right?
Yeah, and then you're just overall just chewing on the silicone that they put in it.
Do you think chewing tobacco has calories in it?
Oh yeah,
probably. Your saliva's gonna break down some of it, right? That's the point of saliva. Well, what I thought was interesting is that there's certain things where per serving, it's less than a calorie, right? So they just label it as 0 calories because you can't do a fraction of a calorie. So when they say the serving size is 1 piece, it ends up becoming 0 calories. So some of these 0 calorie gums and things like that don't actually have 0 calories. I mean, it's minuscule. You could eat the whole pack and you get 5 calories or some shit like that. So it's not negligible.
I gained 5 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, I've just been chewing this gum. What's been happening?
I've been chewing this gum, but ignores the fact that they've been also eating 9 meals a day.
Oh yeah, I always love people that I don't know. There's something that I love about people's mental gymnastics where they're like, I don't understand why I'm gaining weight. All I'm doing is consuming this Arizona tea. But did you fucking know Arizona tea has 134% of your daily value of sugars? It's it's basically a soda. So in a whole can, you're getting 134% of your sugars because it's high fructose corn syrup. I didn't realize that. We gave Keely's kid some. He sipped a little bit of it and he was going crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck? We look at it and we're like, oh, that was a mistake.
It's just tea.
It's just tea with some sugar. They put 12 lumps in it.
12 cubes.
12 cubes.
You like 12 cubes for your sugar?
Would you like some tea?
Oh, yes. Would you like 100 grand with your tea, sir?
Oh, yes, please.
How about a Werther's? I only have the originals.
And they're hard.
Listen here.
The soft shoes.
Listen here. You all can keep picking on my candy, but they smack.
Dude,
I don't even care.
How
You
do
know
we
what?
feel about Three Musketeers?
I actually really like Three Musketeers. I like the
I like this. I like the texture a lot.
exactly. Yeah.
That's what ruins it for me. I feel they're just too soft.
Well, I think it's a nice change up. I feel like when you get into candy, having one candy the whole time it can get really old. Like even the sweet tarts, like the mini ones, I had a whole big bag of them. Like I'm like, shit, I need something different.
Your cheeks.
Oh, dude, my
You never go wrong with $100 though.
yes, you can. You eat any one candy enough, you're gonna want a change up of texture and flavor. You just will.
Whatchamacallits.
All right, hold on. I have a question. List the ingredients and in order of which they come on a 100-gram bar. Because
Okay,
you said it was like what, peanut and caramel, right?
No.
Okay, all right.
It's first.
It's a crunch bar.
Log. No,
with
listen.
Caramel, that's what he said, right?
I did say that.
I want to keep interrupting him so that he gets upset.
So
Can we just
nice log caramel, right?
alternative
You got log caramel.
I think we should just keep
And then you
talking
spray-
over
you
him.
melt
He-
some,
his brain's
Crunch
gonna
Bar,
explode.
Rip it all over the log. Of
Do you think he
caramel.
just has a jar of those nasty like strawberry candies, like the hard ones? Which
Those are good too.
which are
Those are good.
like,
I love that.
they're unlabeled. They don't have a branding anywhere on them. They just have like the seeded
come
thing,
on.
and you never know where they
No,
come
yeah.
from.
You have no idea where they come from. But
It's
they're
like
also
they're
Good,
cryptids,
man.
dude. They're old lady cryptid things.
little red cinnamon ones.
I
that
like
come in the
old
red
people
plastic.
candy.
Exactly. That's why we're shitting on your taste.
Dude,
Because
it's good.
because
It's good.
you're not you're not an old person yet, dude.
Yes, I am.
The reason why old people like that candy is because I think the old people that have it, they've always liked that candy, but they've always been so ashamed of it until they get
die
old
on my-
enough to
I'll
do
die
it,
on this.
right?
I'll die on this platform of old people candy.
He's gonna die on this 100-grand hill.
Yes, it's good.
The great battle of 100-grand hill.
100 grand.
It's just
The audio medium is like terrible.
I'm just imagining the scene from 300 where fucking Noah is what is this? Not Legolas, but Leonidas, and all the arrows are just our candy recommendations.
Yeah.
Like you have the Kit Kat sweet tarts, you have all the Reese's cups just falling over.
Hey, y'all are just jealous. I'm dedicated.
To old
Hey,
people
you know-
candy, maybe, yeah.
Listen, ladies, find a man who loves you the way Noah loves 100 grand.
Exactly.
You'll never find so much passion and so much energy for a outdated candy bar.
That's it. That's it. Next time we all hang out, I'm buying us each 100 grand.
Okay.
We're gonna try it, and we're gonna do live reactions. All right, that's the plan. I'm gonna make a
Okay.
TikTok out of it.
Do
Make
it.
a goddamn TikTok,
That's good.
and then.
Hey, you left us hanging with the peanut butter and ketchup.
Hey man, I had a really bad ear infection. I will come do that again. I will.
I'm not
I
doing
would-
it again.
I'd be willing to do it again.
I won't do it
What if
again,
I make the sandwich?
but
What if I
I'll
make
I'll
the
try the
sandwich?
sandwich. That's what'll
Okay.
happen. The next step is the sandwich.
Next
And
one,
then
sandwich.
bananas and mustard. That's the other one.
Oh god, that one.
I've been there. I'll do it, but I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
No man,
I'll do
no
it for the
man,
first
bananas
time.
alone.
You know what I realized? So I know this is a tangent because it's not related, but I realized I when I was in college, I always wanted to be a part of like my own fraternity that was all based around like video game kind of stuff because I like the idea of hazing. I just don't like what they do for it. Like I don't like the idea of all these like embarrassing things and stuff like that. But I like the idea of having trials and like tribulations and things that people have to do to be accepted into your
Hack the mainframe.
so that's where I'm like, you'd have to play like drinking and driving or something like that, where it's like Mario Kart where you're drinking. Is it Mario Kart? Is that what
What
it's
about
called?
GTA?
Yeah,
Hit
it's
the
like Mario Kart or yeah. Mario Kart.
A good test was to be drunk and drive in GTA and try to not break any traffic laws.
Yeah. Drive the speed limits. I like that. That's a good one. But I realized too that like my life and what I've established, I feel like has kind of stayed along that line of fraternity. Where to become a horse lawyer, you have to go through these 10 games that are going to be complete hell, right? But you still have to do it. So that's your initiation. The bananas and peanut butter, or bananas and peanut butter are pretty good. Bananas and mustard, that's also kind of like a haze. Because nobody wants to eat that.
Yeah, but what are we earning? You're just friendship?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. You're earning the bonding. Because that's what you earn in a fraternity, right? We're brothers. Brothers for life.
We're brothers, now sit on this.
Whoa.
The only brotherhood I follow was Full Metal Alchemist.
That was good. That was a good, yeah. Those fight scenes, out of sight. I wanted to do Chef's Kiss, but I don't have a hand, so couldn't do it.
I'll do it.
Mwah.
I'll do one for me. And the second one was
No. Can you do them both at the same time in different directions? Yeah. Okay. So, what are your favorite Halloween memories? Like, do you guys have any good memories of when you were kids going for Halloween and things like that?
I do.
Okay.
I do. For Halloween, I never actually really went out and collected candy. I kind of stayed at my house, and we did a whole scary scene on our front lawn. So each year, the family would pick a theme for Halloween, and then we'd all dress up and just try to scare people that come to take candy from our grandpa, who sits on the porch, and we're all like, "Rrr." Like one year we did hillbillies, cannibal hillbillies.
Like the hills have eyes?
Yeah, pretty much. And I was the butcher. I was the big butcher, and I had only overalls. I had overalls on and nothing underneath, and we painted to look disgusting. And I'd walk around with a hook, and I'd be like, "Come here, the meat hook's here!" And I'd be walking around, and one kid just looked at me and said, "You're ugly!" And I was just like,
wow, so savage.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Dude, it's so great. It's weird to think, but I remember I was the trick or treating kid because our family never decorated our house. My dad just didn't care to do it. But I remember being pretty young and then going to those kind of houses that you had.
Yeah. I was always terrified.
Yeah, the one that stuck out with me the most was they basically dug a pit in their front fucking yard.
Epic.
And they had a dude dressed as a mummy in there.
Oh, that's epic.
And just bursted from the ground, just go at kids walking by. And I'm like, nope.
Did he do the thing where you can when you're at the beach, you do your knees or whatever? You bury up to your kneecap, right? And then you lay down flat, and then you can use the thing of it. Yeah.
Play yourself forward. Yeah, maybe he did, but it was there was a net with all the leaves on it, based like the net that you see in a playground, a play place.
Okay.
That really strong net. Because that's all the right eye level. And then a couple of years later, there was this really big house, and I'm massive. And they had the driveway that was a U, and all these kids were swarming into one thing. And basically you get to the front door, and as you're turning around, there's 7 people in costumes, from this house. And they're all put it back.
Oh shit.
And there's 7 of them, and I'm a 10-year-old oh. And I just remember just running up the driveway. I'm like, no, I earned this shit. But no, I low key am thinking about, I was joking with Courtney because we're going to be handing out candy, but if it rains, we're not. We get a free bowl of candy, to eat ourselves.
You could always come over here if it rains.
Yeah, that's true too. And so, but I was like, what if I just shave my face and I just go trick or treating?
What?
Are people really gonna stop me just because I'm tall?
You're very tall and very big. Do your best like kid voice. That's like a natural kid voice, you know, not like an animated kind of like kid voice.
Hey, how are you?
No.
Kid.
I don't. You sound like a man doing a kid voice. That's what you sound like. Like it sounds like a kid voice, but you have that layer of the man. Yeah.
Hey, mister!
You sound like I'm the best detective. That's like spot on for that voice.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty fucking. But I was like, what if I just wore a mask and just went trick or treat?
I mean, you could probably. I think if you were wearing a mask, you could.
Also, though, too, I was like, what if I go? Like, what if we go around and I'm like, I have a son.
You mean Frank?
Who is special needs? Yeah. You know, he has special needs.
His name's Frank.
He's afraid to come out on Halloween, and we're collecting some candy so he can have some. You know, and it's like maybe we just have like 1 or 2 pieces.
If you hear Frank and you don't think Danny DeVito, I feel like there's something wrong with you.
I know, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that he was named after them. Like,
yeah. Had to be, because you look at Frank and you're like, yeah, that's the dog version of Danny DeVito. Not saying he's ugly. Not saying he's attractive either, though.
I'm not saying he's ugly. I'm not saying he's cute. All right.
I think he's cute, but I think Danny DeVito's cute too, in a old weird man way. You know.
Well, he's cute as the Lorax.
Wait, Danny DeVito played the Lorax?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
How bad can I be? Because naturally. Where's Frank? Get him, Ethan, quickly.
Is Ethan grabbing Frank right now? I heard Frank barking a lot earlier.
He's got him. Frank! Look at Frank.
Describe how cute he is. I can't see him.
He's grumpy right now.
This is my guy.
That's your son?
My son. This is my.
This is your Pikachu.
This is my Pug.
Oh, dude! If you had gotten
spray painted him yellow.
Spray paint? No, you can actually get dyes for your dogs. But like if you had done something like got him a little cape or like a little vest that was like a Pikachu vest, and then like a little thing, like I think that would have been adorable to go trick or treating. People would have still given you candy, even as an adult. I think so.
Frank.
I think it was it's a pretty good time for Frank to make his mid-morning debut on the Halloween.
Yeah. Because he's a monster, right?
He is a monster. He's a little demon.
He gets into the trash.
Makes water beds.
What?
What?
Yeah.
He manufactures waterbeds. Here, come get Frank's waterbeds.
He knows how to open water bottles and soda bottles. Anything with a cap and lid, he knows how to open it.
Wait, what? How does he do that? Does he just like hold onto it with his paw and then move his head?
Yeah, he holds the bottles, and the way he bites at the cap, it like causes it to break free.
That's crazy.
It is insane because as a puppy, there were some days where he didn't have water in his bowl, and he would steal Courtney's dad's Mountain Dew.
Oh.
And he would open it.
So now he's learned that skill.
And so we come home. This was like last week or like 2 weeks ago at this point. We come home. There are 7. Do not know where he got them from. Water bottles.
7?
Well, I'm pretty sure he got into our because we keep the plastic we get like the plastic bottles from Walmart.
Okay.
And we keep them on the floor because we only have so much room in the fridge for other, drinks and snacks and stuff. And it's, we put them in as in need basis. And so, homeboy here got into that and brought them to the bed, opened them, and got all our blankets and our sheets.
Oh, jeez.
fucking soaked. And I was like, normally when that happens, like he does something like that, we're like, oh, we're the bad parents because he didn't have water. Full water bowl when we got home.
What if, hear me out,
He was lashing out.
what if he peed and said, oh shit, I need to cover this up. I'll just make it seem like I spilled all this water. And then he just does it.
Frank's actually a genius.
I think he's a genius, yeah.
He is an evil little man. Because also too, it's like there are times where I will take him out and he'll be like, I'm just gonna pee on this because fuck you. Like he just peed on our comforter.
Wow.
Like it was like because it was dangling off the edge of the bed, and he must have been like, "That's not a blanket. We don't use that." Oh well. So I just got done watching that this morning.
People say dogs are smarter than cats.
Hey, does your dog know how to open? Does your cat know how to open water bottles?
No, but
you'd learn. You lock him in a bathroom. And
yeah.
Water. You'll learn.
Like they learn really quickly. They
Dogs,
can open up doors.
Dogs are smarter.
Dogs can't open doors, dude. They're idiots.
Yes, they can.
Not
They
Frank.
can open doors.
Too short.
Frank's too short. But there's dogs opening doors. There's also dogs that can open fridge and grab beers.
Dude.
Have you seen the octopus that can open the jar from the inside?
Yeah.
I
don't like it.
That's
I don't
horrifying, dude.
I don't like octopus. Well, aren't they super smart too? Like octopi?
Yeah, they are extremely smart.
Yeah. I wonder if they can learn sign language. Think about it.
A gorilla can learn it.
Yeah, all their different tentacles. Okay.
Coco the gorilla.
Did you have any cool Halloween stuff?
I mean, the main memory I have, since I lived in a country, right? That's where I grew up. We didn't really go.
Country, yes.
Country?
No, the country, but it was all just farms, right? We didn't really do anything around us, and so we would travel. It was like an hour away. We would go to my my aunt and uncles, and we would go trick or treating with them and my two cousins. So we would just go around like their suburbs, right? And it was actually was like super nice. We'd go there every year. We'd always have our costumes. My mom, she used to sew our costumes. So we ended up having like one year, one of my favorite costumes was this like dinosaur costume that she sewed for us, and it was like a onesie kind of thing, and then the tail like attached with Velcro and stuff, and all these spots attached with Velcro. It was great. It was one of the coolest like things I had. But yeah, we would just go around there. There was always this one house where it was like an older lady, and thinking back now, this would creep me out, especially in this climate now. But back in the day, it was perfectly fine. But we would just go, she's like, oh, come on in. And we'd go into her house. And we'd do like a tour through her house. And then we'd get, yeah. And then we'd get like, well, because it was like she had a table set up with all these different things. Like there'd be a bag, like a big bowl with like little bags of pre-portioned popcorn, right? And then there'd be like a juice box and stuff. And like it was like a whole snack bar kind of thing. You'd come in, you'd grab what you'd like, and then you'd leave out the back. But it was like this weird going through someone's house that isn't like a haunted house thing on Halloween.
I just love the idea that she has like those little like the clicker to like track people. It's like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, group of 6.
6 children have gone through my house.
6 children.
My patron will be pleased.
Your juice isn't gonna be that cold.
When they consume the last popped popcorn, that's when their soul will be mine. So good.
The hammer patron. The kernels are gonna get stuck in your throat.
Oh, dude, what if her patron was Spooky Man? I'm gonna give them all anxiety. Dude, that's where the anxiety came from. There's like, instead of like necromancers, there's like anxiety mancers, and their patron is Spooky Man, and they just instill anxiety in young adults.
Dude, enchantment wizard, dude.
I don't know what's what.
Dude,
Yes,
enchantment wizards, because they're all about charming and stuff like that. So
I'm an empathy wizard.
So, so you wouldn't think it. This sheet has gotten so hot. Dude, like, I am overheating right now.
Dude, my ears are overheating.
I was like, I don't know if it's just because I'm like warm because I'm laughing and giggling so much, but even this is getting like, this is like fucking nothing.
Oh, dude. Oh, we watched Hocus Pocus recently. Super great. Still holds up. Super good movie.
Did you watch the second one?
No, we wanted to, but it's like an hour and 40 minutes or so. So when we got finished with the first one, it would have gone past 8, which was like, that's too late for Connor, and we're not going to watch it without him now, because we forced him to watch the first one, even though he hated it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you watched them fucking eat the child right at the beginning of the movie.
Well, that's the thing, where he's sitting there and she's like, it's like, is she okay? And I'm like, buddy, they just took her life force. I don't think she's okay. She's slumped over. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's dead. And I'm like, I feel weird.
Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Hocus Pocus.
No. For anyone who hasn't seen the first, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
It's super early on. But yeah, Connor didn't like it.
Get over it.
He was bored from it. And I think the problem, I might sound like an old man, but I think the problem is like this new generation. Shut up. Well, it's because all of our media, all of our media has been so shortened and condensed now with TikTok being introduced that I feel like anything that goes longer stretches out. Like, people don't have as much patience as they used to, right? Like, you go to McDonald's and somebody waits 10 minutes to get their food and they're freaking out at the counter. And I'm like, back in the day, I remember being like a kid, and if you had to wait, 10 minutes is fast, yeah, to me. Like, even at a fast food, if I have to wait 10 minutes, that's fast to me. When I order it and I get it like a couple seconds later, I'm like, you didn't make that. That's been on the heating thing for a while.
Yeah, it's been on the heat lamp for too long.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one, baby.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I feel like just in general, people's attention spans have been so shortened. So these movies that are great, that we have the nostalgia to help carry us through, I think the brain waves have been rewired for these like younger kids and this younger generation. So they're like constantly TikTok, constantly like YouTube shorts. And honestly, like even with Mr. Beast, like you see these videos and there's so many cuts that happen within like a short period of time, and that's because it grabs your attention. So when you have a scene that goes on for like a minute where it's the same like scene and it doesn't cut to anything else, these kids are like, I'm bored.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's where I'm coming from. We're like, yeah, so he didn't like the movie. Spoiler alert, the cat gets hit by a bus, right? Well, when that happened, he instantly was like shocked face, turned back like, what? And we're like, oh, he got hit by a bus. Oh yeah, I did the face too, and you couldn't see it.
Went, oh.
Yeah,
oh
but he did the shocked face. He was like concerned for the cat, and then I'm just sitting there because I'm like, I loved it, because in my mind I'm like, yeah, he's getting a little traumatized, but he doesn't know that he comes back to life. Oh, he's got that little bit of trauma. Because the cat was just flat. He's
got that thing to look forward to that he doesn't know is coming.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing with shows.
It's like the idea of like watching Infinity War and then Endgame now.
Oh, yeah.
Both are out, but no one will have to sit on that cliffhanger for a year like any of us who did. Like,
no.
Oh my god!
This is what we're gonna do, right? If we have kids one day, all of us, if we ever have a kid, can we all agree that we will force them to wait a year? You must go through the torture. I had to.
That would honestly, that'd be kind of worth it. Not gonna lie.
Sort of like watching Adventure Time, because I've been watching through Adventure Time with Keely, and there will be these moments where it's like a season finale and there's this big cliffhanger, and I'm like, I had to wait. You're lucky. We get to watch it right now, but like I had to wait for this, and just mull it over, you know?
True, dude. I hate it. Like,
or you get it's like the cliffhanger, and it's like the fucking Toy Story 2. It's like, what do you mean that's it? It's over. It got canceled. Like, what?
Exactly.
I mean, not gonna lie though, those cliffhangers and like that waiting makes it so worth it when you finally get to see it though.
Oh, but I think part of that's because we went to the movie theaters, right? Where it's I feel like it doesn't hit as hard when it's on your home system because it's like in the theaters, you all sit there and you have a ton of people, and the moment that cliffhanger happens, you're just like, "What?" Everybody's like, "What?" And the whole crowd, the whole theater, everybody's got that same resonating like emotion. And then when you're going back a year later to see it in theaters, like the next movie in theaters, everybody's sitting there with that excitement, and there's this whole aura and just the surrounding feeling around. And I think that's what's kind of like missing a lot of the times where somebody might watch this movie and it doesn't hit as hard for them. They're kind of like, eh. But that's because they didn't sit there and they weren't invested for the years that it took for the MCU to develop.
True. You're not wrong.
Because we were in it for what? We were deep in the paint for 12 years or something?
Yeah. I don't like it anymore. I'm getting sick of Marvel MCU, not gonna lie.
I think it's because they've shifted into this whole, like, hey, let's get as many famous people as we can. Hey, let's try to do all this. And I'm not trying to be that whole, like, against woke culture stuff, but more like, I feel like predictability is the problem. Where when you watch something, you're like, oh, this is gonna happen. Oh, yeah, this is gonna happen. Where it's like,
Moon Knight did that to me. When I watched Moon Knight, I was excited because I love the character of Moon Knight outside of the Marvel like cinematic stuff. And they were like hyping it up. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do something we've never done with Moon Knight ever before. Like, this is a new take, like something we're treading new ground. And then like the last 3 episodes of the series was typical Marvel of like, pump the brakes. We're gonna play this one safe. Traditional formula. And you're like, where was that?
That's why I think the Multiverse of Madness was really well done.
God. It was so good.
Because it was such a different vibe, you know?
It gave Sam the ability to do like a lot of the things you wouldn't see in any other Marvel movies. It wasn't just this like, oh, throw a bunch of money on it, make it a Marvel movie. No, the director had creative freedom to do like some weird, goofy stuff with it.
The camera angles,
yeah, and like they had Evil Dead, Evil Dead shots, like where the camera, remake. Yeah, and it's just like
it was the horror elements in it were great.
Yeah, dude, Scarlet Witch was terrifying.
Oh yeah, and I loved that.
It was so good.
No spoilers though.
Then you got like She-Hulk.
Such a unique taste. She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk.
I did not like She-Hulk. I was just like, okay. Well, I'm more of like, what are your top 3 Marvel movies? And I think that will show a big difference between what people look for in their Marvel movies.
Multiverse of Madness is one of them.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Thor Ragnarok, Iron Man 1, Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man No Way Home is great. That's definitely another one. So it's that one, Multiverse of Madness, and then I feel like what's the third one for me? Like I don't have them in any particular order. I can't rank them one above the other one.
No, that's fine. I just want to hear your top.
I like them all.
I think Ragnarok is really good too. So I'll just I gotta do those 3. But those are 2 also I think in their peak, right? They're like kind of in the middle where now we have the new age like Marvel stuff that just feels very overdone.
I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that was so good. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was really good too.
That's Courtney's favorite. Actually, her favorite is Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire.
Oh, that's so good. I love that one. It's so goofy.
We sat down and we've watched every Marvel movie. We haven't got to the X-Men yet. But after we watched them, because she's not a movie person. She does not like watching movies, kind of like Connor. Her attention span Like, so if it doesn't like interest her, she'll be like, all right.
Damn this new generation.
She's only 2 years younger than me. But like Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire is a 10, and I had her rate every movie after she watched it.
Okay. Is it just gut reaction, or was she like trying to be in that?
No, this was like immediately after credits roll.
Okay.
I was like, all right, what's your number? Like I wanted it like fresh on her brain, what it was. And so I've done that for every Marvel movie, and the Spider-Man movies, her second highest movie being No Way Home with a 9.5.
Yeah, no, that was great.
But then there were some that she was like Captain America, the first one. She was like, that's a 4.
Really?
I didn't like that one that much.
She liked the first she thought the first Captain America was boring as hell because she hates anything World War II.
I really enjoyed the first one. I think all of the first movies for like introducing people were like very good. Like I liked Thor.
Thor was not the best.
No,
but it was still okay.
But it was still like I liked it. Yeah.
Okay. Like, and again, I think that's a lot of people's problems. Like having like looking back at it, it's like, you know, things are a lot different. A lot of like the whole like the nostalgia part. Of like this isn't what I remember. But there's a dude on TikTok who has taken the he went on Rotten Tomatoes and took the like critic score and the audience review score for every Marvel project ever.
Oh.
And then took them by phases. So like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. And phase 4 actually has the highest like percentage for user and like not critical like but like viewer.
Yeah, audience. Score. Yeah. I feel like phase 4 had No Way Home, right? It had the what do you call it? Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, it had so many good ones. Yeah.
Shang-Chi I felt was super slept on. I feel like out of all of them, it didn't get as big as a budget. Like if you rewatch that and notice how empty it is in the background in those movies, it feels very weird. But even so
then,
good.
like the fight choreography is just
so good.
Like
it was so good. Like that the bus scene. All right, if you paid attention, you didn't see anybody else anywhere through that whole fight. It was just these two guys and like the passengers of the bus. But you don't see anything else behind. You see buildings they pass by, but you don't really see anything else.
They're just blurred.
And like, yeah, and it's just like it just has this different like.
And then the fight in the skyscraper was also really like when they did the Fight Club thing, and they're fighting on the edge of the building on the scaffolding. I was like that was like that felt like a fight with actual stakes. You know.
Yeah,
like
it was really good. Oh, see, my problem with Marvel movies, the newer ones, is that everyone's a goofball. That's my thing. Everyone's always got some quippy little goofball stuff. But with Shang-Chi, he wasn't a goofball. He's just like, yeah, I'm pretty good at martial arts, and that was
his friend was a mouth talker though. But like her character,
a mouth talker.
How
else would you talk? Like he's not a mouth talker. He's an ass talker.
He's a.
We got rated.
Woo! Right there at the end, baby.
Yeah, right there at the end. Woo!
Woo! But the idea of them also like what's the word? The rage really lost my fucking. You threw me off, Tank. You threw me off. But thank you. Hello.
Yes, we were just talking about Marvel.
Yeah, and I think as we start to head out, I just wanted to say how I think Marvel phases and movies are going to go into almost like this cyclical thing, right? Where it's like we'll have 3 or 4 really good ones, and then they're just gonna like dip down, right? I think it's gonna go back and forth. We're gonna have good ones, we're gonna have bad ones, and it's just gonna go in this kind of up and down, ebb and flow. And I think that's just the state of the MCU now, because we built up to Endgame.
Right, because I think when we were on the last time I was on with Keely and you, when we did the whole Marvel episode, like the whole hour dedicated basically to it. The idea is everybody thinks that phase 4 is basically phase 3 0.5. Like everyone thinks it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this has to, it has to upscale, but in reality, it's phase 1.5. Like it's that awkward footing of introducing new origin stories, new heroes, like
which I get. I see the only thing I want from it, I want some serious characters. Like Thor at first was really serious, and then he started turning into a goofball, and then Iron Man was just like your quippy like rich person who's got some good like comebacks. And he's like, I'm rich and you're not smart. But like Hulk, Bruce Banner, all right, dude tried to off himself, and now he's just like
in the game.
I'm a goofball.
I take this as a typical win.
Yeah, or like when he jumps out of Thor Ragnarok out of the ship.
I love
it's
that
funny.
moment, though.
It's funny. I got no problem with it, but like, dude, like they set him to be the super serious character. Where like, I tried ending myself.
I think they've ruined Hulk with Infinity War, mainly because I think the whole beginning of Hulk being afraid of Thanos is a bitch. And I was like, I think that should have made Hulk even angrier.
Yeah.
To get fucking like stop being afraid of him. Like, because then the whole time it was like a boner joke, where it was like I just can't get him up. I can't get him out.
I didn't realize that. Damn it.
And the whole time it's just like
he needs a little green pill.
Yeah. And so the whole idea, it's like I'm like during Infinity War and in the trailers, I was like, I feel like during that fight in Wakanda, that would have been the perfect time to Hulk to rip out of the Hulkbuster and just go to fucking town.
I think they just did Hulk dirty.
They're
just doing it really dirty.
Did you see the deleted scene or whatever that was in there, where
he breaks out of the suit?
No, so it was like leading up to this thing where he was basically in the Hulk suit talking to the Hulk. Basically saying how like this isn't gonna work, like this isn't working, right? Like we have to make this work, and that's what leads up into him being like Smart Hulk. Yeah. So it's like one of those things where I think losing that scene kind of took away some of the groundwork. Where when he becomes out and he's Smart Hulk, it's like, where did this come from?
Hey everybody.
Like, and you can go have flashbacks and stuff, but like, I don't know. But yeah, sort of like a mummy, I think we should start wrapping this up. Was that a good pun?
God, this
episode
was a thriller.
Just like a mummy, let's wrap this up. Oh my god. All right, Ethan, you got it.
I believe I do.
Let me see if I can't figure out how I'm gonna do this without being able to see.
Because I am just doing a little bit of this.
Whoa, he's floating.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a ghost night, Pokemon! Take the ball!
Whoa! It's all spooky. Spooky, scary. What's happening? Whoa!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
All right, he's got a meeting after this, boys.
Yeah, boys.
You take your time, son. Thank you.
Whoa!
Thank you again for the raid. I'm sorry that we were in.
Yeah. I hope
my man. Thank you.
I hope everybody has a good day, has a good week. Happy Monday. Happy Halloween.
Get some treats and say no to 100 grand bars.
Yeah, because this. Okay, dude, you cannot do that. Like audio medium wise, like all your other ones were on the verge. That was too far, my dude. That was way too far.